4 days until this bill changes the price of silver. Unthinkable. The debt crisis is here, and Congress passed a bill. This just happened on Friday. They passed a bill causing panic all the way to the top. We're going to see this unwind, and as it spirals out of control, the price of silver will change in a big way. I want you to be prepared for how this is going to play out. This is from Reuters, and the headline reads, BIS sends government debt warning before important elections. The Bank of International Settlements, BIS, warned on Sunday that rising government debt levels amid a number of major elections this year could roil global financial markets. This article says, dubbed the central banker's central bank, the BIS said global government debt is already at record levels, and elections ranging from the U.S. presidential vote in November through recent ones in Mexico and South Africa to votes in France and Britain in the coming week all carry risks. Now, BIS General Manager Augustin Carstens said, with interest rates not about to go back to ultra-low levels and cost pressures from aging populations, climate change, and rebuilding defense capabilities, economic stimulus plans, all these issues, and a general rise in protectionism could unsettle sensitive markets. That's what he said. And that should sound terribly familiar. The U.S. is struggling with all of those issues: rebuilding defense capabilities, economic stimulus plans, rise in protectionism. This is the tightrope we're all walking on as we enter the second half of 2024. And the price of silver is going to be hit in a big way. Let's continue. This article says, they can surprise you with not much notice, Carsten said, pointing to the turbulence in Britain's market following the Prime Minister in Liz. Sorry, let me make that clear. The article says, they can surprise you with not much notice, Carsten said, pointing to the turbulence in Britain's markets following then Prime Minister Liz Truss's budget plans, which put some pension funds at risk of collapse. You really want to avoid that. As well as persistent concerns over U.S. debt levels, the article says the French debt risk premium has surged this month to its highest level since the Eurozone crisis in 2012. Carsten said the BIS was not calling out any one or two governments, but that the message was clear. They, governments, must cut short the rise in public debt. They must cut short the rise in public debt. This is exactly what we've been saying. And accept that interest rates may not return to the pre-pandemic ultra-low levels. He said, we need a solid foundation to build upon. He described an extreme scenario where inflation races up again and central banks need to raise rates further. Now, this is a pressing issue as Congress just passed a bill on Friday. This just happened on Friday. The bill is H.R. 8771, and it was called the Department of State Foreign Operations and Related Programs Appropriations Act 2025. And this is from the appropriations.house.gov site. And it shows the attempts Congress made. This just happened on Friday. It shows the attempts Congress made to reduce spending. According to this article, the bill achieved a 19% reduction from the budget, but check this out. The bill includes the following. It includes $3.3 billion in foreign military financing for Israel. I thought the goal of budget cutting was to keep funds here at home to support everyone here. I can think of a lot of uses for $3.3 billion. Here's another one. It provides $2.1 billion for United States national security interests in the Indo-Pacific and to counter malign influence. Again, that's $2.1 billion. It will go a long way here at home, here in the States. Here's a good one. It says, supporting freedom in the Western Hemisphere, including $35 million for democracy programs for Cuba. This bill is going to the Senate, and just as I noted at the beginning of this video, government debt combined with the major elections we will have over the next months will result in massive disruptions and roil global financial markets. We absolutely see that.